Hi, can you hear me?
Hello? Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, how are you, Behzad?
I'm doing well. What
Okay,
about you?
I'm fine too, thank you. Where's Shireen?
Thank you.
Is she with you?
Hello.
Hello, hi, how are
Good
you?
afternoon. Thank you.
You ditched the class yesterday, right?
Ye-
You
Yes. Yes.
do you usually ditch the class? Do you love ditching classes? Do you know the meaning of ditching classes?
Ditch?
Yes, ditch. You ditched the
I
class.
don't know
You ditched the class.
Ditch.
I don't know.
But you must have heard it in
No,
Persian.
I don't
Mm, maybe
do that.
base that wasn't like that. I don't think so, but you must be like that. I'm joking, of course. I just wanted to teach you this expression.
Yeah.
It means
Mhm.
jim zadan. Jim zadan az kelas.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Yes, yes.
No, I don't. Yesterday, Saturday,
Yes.
on movie class,
Yes.
suddenly the connection is
Was lost.
but I lost the connection
Mhm.
and I couldn't come back again.
I know. I'm just
And
joking. I wanted to teach you this expression. I know about
yeah,
Saturday's class. You know, Zoom sometimes stops working. It just signs us all out, and then you have to sign back in. It happens.
yeah.
It happened on Saturday. But I meant yesterday's
Mhm.
class, sentence making class. You didn't attend it. But
Uh,
maybe you will next week, huh?
yes, next week. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
good. I was joking. Don't worry. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
uh, so Bezat, you had a suggestion last session. You wanted to review. You can do that, okay? But do it quickly, so that we
Ye-
can have enough time for the
But
new article. Just tell us briefly what you learned last
yeah,
session. And by the way, did you watch the episode of Friends TV series I recommended? Hello?
not that episode exactly,
Uh-huh.
but can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, I can
Not
hear.
that episode exactly, but yeah. But I have bought some parts of that series
Mm-hmm.
online, occasional, and it repeats that specific parts 4 times
Mm-hmm.
without titles, and again with English titles, and at the end with
Mm-hmm.
Farsi title.
Okay.
And
Uh-huh.
I started
Subtitles, you
to
mean?
work
Subtitles.
with that series. Yeah, subtitle, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, doesn't matter. I
And
uh-huh.
actually,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is the first time that unfortunately I didn't review the previous session, and
That's
I promise to tell you a summary from this session on.
that's okay. That's okay, dear. Okay, don't be so hard on
Yeah,
yourself. It's okay. I just thought that you
yeah,
you you are prepared, and I just wanted to give you a chance to tell us what happened last session. That's okay, dear. Doesn't matter.
okay,
So,
I will do that.
okay, good. So, last session, Shirin started reading the article. This session, I want you, Besa, to start reading the article. Would you please start with the title? The title.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
DHS
Mm-hmm.
to advise telecom industry about preventing attacks on 5G towers.
Yes, DHS. Do you know what DHS is?
No.
Okay, but by reading the text, you'll get it. DHS
Yeah.
to advise telecom industry. What does this sentence mean in English? Can you explain it? What is telecom?
Uh, DHS to advise Telecom industry about,
Telecommunication.
yes. Maybe DHS is an organization that is advising telecom industry about the possibility of attacks on 5G towers and how to prevent it.
Yes, prevent it. But why DHS to advise? What kind of a sentence is this? DHS to advise. Why don't we see DHS advises or DHS advised? Why is there to advising here?
Maybe it is, yeah, maybe it is about, you know, making a sentence simpler, and maybe the full sentence would be DHS is going to advise telecom industry about blah blah.
Yes, very good. This kind
Yeah.
of sentences, these kinds of sentences are seen in newspapers or on the news. It's a kind of journalistic title, okay? Instead of
Yes.
saying that they have a plan to do something in the future, they use the infinitive. For example, the president to visit California. The president
Yes.
to visit California. It means that the president, for example, the president of the United States, has planned on doing this and wants to do this very soon, maybe next week or next month. So that is to say, this company, this organization, as you said, is going to do that. It's
Yeah.
going to advise telecom industry. What is the tense, excuse me, what is the noun form of advise? As you know, advise is a verb. What is the noun form?
Yeah. Advice.
Yes, advice. Would you please use advice in a sentence?
Could you give me a piece of advice
Very good.
about, you know, about my English, or how to improve my skills in English?
Yes, very good. So a piece of advice, not an advice or
A
two
piece of,
advices. Yes, exactly. A piece of
yes,
advice.
yes.
So advice
Or
as a noun, advise as a verb. We have S in the verb, we
yeah.
have C in the noun. Okay. Would you please continue reading the article?
Yeah. The Department of Homeland Security is preparing to advise the U.S. telecom industry on steps it can take to prevent attacks on 5G cell towers following a rash of incidents in Western Europe, fueled by the false claim that the technology spreads the pathogen causing COVID-19.
Yes, very good. So what does DHA's what does it stand for? What does DHS stand for?
The Department of Homeland Security.
Exactly, the Department of Homeland Security. Do you know that in Persian?
Homeland Security. In Persian, we have an equivalent of this, I mean, DHS in Farsi.
No, we don't have an equivalent, just the translation.
سازمان محافظت از Homeland. I don't know what can I say instead of homeland in Persian.
Okay, homeland is your country, the country you were born in. Mihan.
Oh yeah.
Yes, instead of saying a
Yes,
country, it's
yes.
Mihan. It's more friendly. It shows that you care. You like this country. It's where you were born,
Yes.
so homeland. So the Department of Homeland Security is preparing to advise the U.S. telecom industry. What is telecom a short word for?
I think telecommunication.
Yes, very good. Telecommunication industry. on steps it can take to prevent attacks on 5G cell towers. What is the structure you see in this sentence?
Structures, yes. Is preparing to advise the U.S. on steps it can take. It can to prevent attacks. To take something to prevent something.
Just the steps. No, you don't have to say prevent. To take steps to do something. To take.
Yeah, to take steps to do something. Yes.
What's that in Farsi?
Yes.
To take steps to do something.
قدمی برداریم که بتونیم کاری بکنیم یا جلوی چیزی رو بگیریم.
Yes. در جهت انجام یه هدفی، یه کاری اقدام کردن، قدم برداشتن, as you said. Yes. Can you make a sentence with that, please?
Yes. Yeah. Next sentence or next paragraph?
No. Make a sentence with to take steps to do something.
Oh, yes. Make a sentence, excuse me. To take, we have to take something, have to take steps to, yeah. All the countries around the world had taken steps to prevent coronavirus spreading.
Yes, very good. Or to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Very good. Excellent. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Cell towers, attacks on 5G cell towers. Please pay attention to the prepositions. Following a rash of incidents in Western Europe. What does this mean? Following a rash of incidents in Western Europe. I want you to explain about following, rash, and incident. What does following mean in here?
Yeah, following a rash. It means a rash of incidents in Western Europe happened, and after that, the DHS started to think about these events.
Very good.
And give advice telecommunication industry about it.
Yes, very good, excellent. So instead of saying this happened, a rash of incidents happened, and after that the DHS decided to do this and that, he said, the writer, of course she said, following a rash of incidents. She just wrote it more beautifully, following a rash of incidents. And it could come at the beginning of the sentence. Instead of saying the DHS decided to do this, following a rash of incidents, you could say following a rash of incidents, the DHS decided to do that or this. Okay, following a rash of incidents. Can you make a sentence with following, following, meaning that, meaning after that?
Yes. Following, but it was it was interesting to me to know the difference between these two expressions, following and followed by.
Yes.
And I have learned it just a month ago, and I can say the difference of these two. For example, she was admitted in the hospital following a car accident.
Very good.
Or I can say she was admitted in the hospital followed by a seizure, for example. And it means in the first sentence, she had a car accident, then after that she was admitted in the hospital, but in the second one, after admission in the hospital, that, for example, seizure happened to her.
Yes, very good. Excellent. Very good. So,
Yeah.
but I think admitted to the hospital, right? Do you say admit in the
Yeah.
hospital or to the hospital?
Uh,
I know that admit is with
I think,
to, but I don't know, maybe for
yeah.
hospitals it's different. Is it?
No, no, no. I think to the hospital.
Yes, admitted to.
I mean, you are correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about hospitals. That's why I said, because I know that admit is with to, for example, admitted to a club, admitted to a university, but I didn't know it about a hospital. So that was a very good example, Behzad. Very good. Excellent.
Thank you.
And then we have a rash of incidents. What does rash mean in here? A rash of incidents. Can you take a
A
guess?
rash of incidents.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can. A rash of incidents means a lot of incidents.
Yes, very good. A rash of something. Can you make a sentence with that?
Excuse me, you're breaking up.
Yes. Can you make a sentence with a rash of something? And of course, there's a difference between a rash
Yeah,
of something and a lot of something. A rash of
yeah.
something and a lot of something.
I don't know the difference.
When a rash of something happens, it happens in a short time. For example, during Nowruz,
Oh yeah.
when a lot of people are on vacation, a rash of incidents, a rash of burglaries happen.
Yes.
It's a short time, just
Yes.
2 weeks. During 2 weeks of Nowruz, a lot of burglaries happen. Here you can say a rash of burglaries because it happens, it's a lot, and it happens in a short time. That's why we call it a rash of it. But a lot is just a lot. It's general.
Yeah.
It can be in a short time, it can be in a long time. Doesn't matter. So, would you please make a sentence with
Yeah.
a rash of something?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Following the coronavirus pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
we had a rash of patients
Mm-hmm.
in hot. We had a rash of patients in most hospitals in the country.
In the country, yes, very good. A rash of incidents. What
Yeah.
does incident mean in here? Line 5,
It-
incident.
yeah. Incidents here, it means something that happened, but maybe the
Mm-hmm.
form of happening is undesirable, or I don't know exactly.
Yes, very good. It's not desirable usually. It's something that's violent. It's something that
Yes.
interrupts the normal event. That's what happens. That's what we
Yeah.
call incident. Incidents is the plural form of incident. Very good. In Western Europe,
Yeah.
fueled by the false claim. What does fueled by the false claim mean in here?
The root cause
Mm-hmm.
of these incidents
Mm-hmm.
actually is these false claim or false thought
Mm-hmm.
that empowered yeah
Mm-hmm.
that empowered that these what he had um
Yeah, what you said was correct. What you said
uh,
was correct. That the root cause was
yeah,
that's enough. That's enough. You don't have to
yes,
go further.
yeah,
So fueled
yeah.
by the false claim. See, this is not the whole sentence.
Yes,
A rash of incidents in Western Europe fueled by the false claim that blah blah. What is the full sentence?
yeah.
What is it?
A rash of incidents. Oh, yeah, a rash of incidents in Western Europe,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mm-hmm.
which which were fueled,
Okay. Yes. Yes.
which were fueled by the false claim
Yes.
that the technology spread the pathogen.
Pathogen causing COVID-19. Okay,
Yeah.
what about that part? Why does causing have ing? Pathogen causing COVID-19.
Pathogen, which is causing COVID-19.
Which is causing, or which causes COVID-19? Yes,
Yeah.
because it's in.
Yes.
It has the ing. It could be present simple too, or which is causing COVID-19. Okay.
Yes.
Shirin, would you please read the next paragraph? Do you have any questions regarding this paragraph, the first one?
Yes. I made a sentence, two sentences. The first one is that our country followed a rough incident event. Is that correct?
Excuse me, you're breaking up. I didn't hear you. Our country what?
Following
Okay, go on.
a rash of bad events.
Just that? You said our
This is not
country,
complete.
our country following a rash of bad events. Is that what you said?
Yes.
No, it's not a complete sentence. See, this is just a part of it. This is just a part of it. It's like saying our country, after a rash of bad events. So what happens next? It's not, excuse me, it's not an independent clause. You expect to hear the rest of it. It's like saying بعد از کلی اتفاقای بد تو کشور ما. Okay, what next? What happened then? So you have to make a whole sentence. You have to add something to this.
I didn't understand following.
Oh,
when
we said after. Behzad said it. It means that, and he was correct, of course. After a rash of incidents. So, can you make another sentence?
Okay.
This is good for your writing, Shirin. See, it's not for conversation. When you want to write something, instead of writing a simple sentence with simple words like after that, after this, before that, before this, you can use these structures. Instead of saying after a rash of bad events, say following a rash of bad events. It makes your writing more beautiful. So make another sentence.
Okay.
You can work on it, and Behzad will read the next paragraph. Okay, we'll come back to you. Just tell us when you're ready.
Write another sentence. Can I say my sentence?
Sure, of course.
We should take steps to make Earth nice place for living.
To make the Earth a nice place for living. Yes, why not? Yes, that's a good sentence, of course. The Earth. In American English, the Earth. You add the. That's definite article. That's a definite article. You add the to things that are just one in the world, like the sun. Of course, it's not very scientific, because if you talk to an astronaut or astrologist, they tell you that there is not only one sun in the world. There are other galaxies with other suns, but when generally speaking, there's only one sun, at least in our world. So you say the sun on one Earth, so the Earth. Okay. So do you have any other sentences?
I can correct my first sentence.
Yes,
Our
sure.
country following a rash of bad events, but it can manage it very well.
No, it's wrong. See, say your sentence again. You said our country following a rash of bad events. You said what? Manage what? Managed? Shirin, what is the rest of your sentence?
But it could manage it in a good way.
It could manage it in a good way. Don't cheat, Behzad. Don't say anything to her. I want her to discover it, okay? Don't whisper. Our country following
Yes.
a rash of bad events, but it could manage it in a good way. Yes, it's just like saying our country after a rash of bad events, but it could manage it in a good way. Do you understand? Do you think that sentence makes sense? It's like saying this.
Mm. Yes, it had some problem.
Yeah, can you correct it? Can you correct the
Okay.
problem? Just start it, Shirin. Start your sentence with following. Don't start it with our country. Start it with following.
Following a rash of
And
bad events.
Shirin, forget about the rash of. Okay, forget about that part. Just make your own sentence. And you don't have to add following to a full sentence. You can add it to a phrase and then the rest of the sentence. You don't have to have two separate sentences. Like, for example, you can say, following the earthquake, following the earthquake, I forgot about the dictation. A lot of people left their apartments. Okay. Okay, that's a shorter sentence. Shirin, one way to make sentences with the new structures, new words and expressions that you learn. Excuse me? Did you say something?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so one way to make sentences, correct sentences, with the new structures and expressions and words vocabulary that you learn is to make short sentences. See, when you read a sentence in here, you can see that there are a lot of words that are not necessary in the sentence. You can delete them all. So delete those unnecessary words and make a very short sentence first. When you master it, after you master it, you can make better sentences. Okay.
Following a good exercise, I feel happy.
Very good. Excellent. See? Short sentence, but correct. After some time, when you make similar sentences, then you can make longer sentences. Always start with short sentences. Very good. Excellent, Shirin. So would you please read, if you have any other questions, you can ask, and then read paragraph number 2.
The plant industry alert comes in the wake of dozens of erosion attacks on 5G towers in Britain, the Netherlands, and Belgium last month, apparently surrounded by inspired by the conspiracy theory.
Okay, good, Shirin, but you have some problem with the pronunciation, okay? I want Behzad to read the same paragraph, then I'll come back to you, Shirin, for explaining the paragraph, okay? Behzad, would you please read the same paragraph?
Yes. The plant industry alert comes in the wake of dozens of arson attacks on 5G towers in Britain, the Netherlands, and Belgium last month, apparently spurred by the conspiracy theory.
Very good. So the plant industry alert comes in the wake of dozens of arson attacks. That's arson. Arson attacks on 5G towers in Britain, the Netherlands, and Belgium. That's Belgium, okay? No g, j. The Belgium last month, apparently spurred by the conspiracy theory. The planned industry alert. What's alert in Persian, Shireen? Alert. The planned industry alert.
Can I say in Farsi?
Yes, I said Persian. Yeah. Persian, Farsi.
اعلام خطر کردن.
Yes. Or a better word for it would be, Behzad?
هشدار.
Yes, very good. Hoshdar. The planned industry. What is the part of speech of planned, Shireen? The part of speech of planned. The word planned in here.
I think it's an adjective.
Very good. The planned industry alert comes in the wake of dozens of arson attacks. In the wake of. What does in the wake of mean?
I don't know.
Can you guess? Take a guess.
Comes in the wake of dozen. Short, clear.
No.
Wake.
No.
روشن واضح.
No, no,
I don't.
no. In the wake of dozens of arson attacks. Behzad, what about you?
The planned industry alert comes in the wake of dozens of. Maybe this alert is related to dozens of arson attacks.
Okay, it is related, but what does in the wake of mean?
در مورد or
No, it doesn't mean that.
در جهت.
No, it doesn't mean that.
In the wake. برای روشنگری.
No, it has nothing to do with روشنگری, no. In the wake of is an expression. Like, for example, in the wake of war, in the wake of war, a lot of industries were closed. In the wake of. I don't want you to tell you the exact meaning. I want you to guess first. In the wake of. Shireen, Behzad, you can say it.
Following. Yeah, following after.
Yes, after. Or sometimes during. Yes, exactly. After or during. In the wake of has these two meanings. After or during. In the wake of dozens of arson attacks. Shireen, what does arson mean? Arson attacks.
Arson.
And we have arsonist too. Let me give you an example. January, September. I think it was October, according to Christian calendar, but it was آبان. آبان 98. You can say that. Excuse me?
آشوب شورش.
No. I haven't just given you the example yet. During that time, a lot of arson attacks happened to gas stations. Arson attacks on gas stations.
اعتراض.
No. To gas. Do you know the meaning of gas station, Shireen? Gas station.
Yeah.
Okay. So
burning something deliberately.
Very good. Exactly. Very good. Excellent. So when you burn something deliberately, it's arson. A lot of gas stations, that is what happened to a lot of gas stations. And the person who does it is an arsonist. Arsonist. Arson. People committed arson. People committed arson in Aban.
Okay.
They set gas stations on fire, or they committed arson. So arson attacks on 5G towers in Britain, the Netherlands. Shirin, where is the Netherlands? What's that in Persian?
Holland.
Yes. And Belgium?
Belgique.
Yes, last month. Apparently, what does apparently mean? Not in Persian. Explain it in English. What does apparent, excuse me, what does apparently mean?
In the same time?
No, it doesn't mean that. I'll give you an example, Shirin. Just imagine that I'm alone at home with my father. Okay, I live with my father. My father leaves the house to buy some bread. After an hour or half an hour, I can hear the sound of the door being opened and then closed. And I think by myself that apparently my dad has come back. That's apparently. I haven't seen my dad. I just know that my dad left to buy some bread and now I hear the sound of the door. So I say, apparently, that's my dad. My dad has come back. So what's apparently? You can say it in Persian.
ظاهراً.
Yes, very good. Exactly.
Apparently.
Apparently. It means that it's not proved. You're not 100% sure about it. It's apparently. Now, make a sentence with apparently, Shirin. I want you to give us an example and make a sentence with apparently about something in your field of expertise. Training. Physical training, of course. Give us an example of that.
Physical training. Apparently. 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 People could do exercise in home during quarantine.
Yes, at home. At home. You can say in their home, but at home. If you don't specify whose, then just say at home. Yes, very good. Apparently spurred by the conspiracy theory. What is the word that we use for, of course, it's a phrase, not just one word. The phrase that we use as an equivalent for conspiracy theory? Shirin?
Yes. I don't know what's the meaning of conspiracy
theory. What about you, Behzad?
Theory.
I know it is conspiracy or conspiracy.
Both are correct. It has two pronunciations.
Maybe conspiracy is a secret plan, and conspiracy theory can mean, for example, توطئه خیانت.
Yes, توطئه, that's teorie توطئه. Teorie توطئه. That's the equivalent in Farsi. Yes, teorie توطئه. And spur. Shirin, what does spur mean?
I don't know right now. I asked this.
Okay, just guess.
What's the meaning of it?
Guess, Shirin, guess. If you ask Behzad, it's just like opening a dictionary. So I don't want you to open a dictionary. I don't want you to look up these words in a dictionary. Just guess. What does spur mean?
Last one, apparently. Fool, make fool or portion, or stimulated.
Yes, you could say that. Yes, you can say they were encouraged by them. But Behzad, don't help her cheat, okay? and don't cheat yourself. Let's
Yes.
okay, good. Let Shirin guess. Okay, let her guess. If you cheat, it's just like looking up words in a dictionary. I just want you to guess. Tell me what
Yes.
you yourself think. But that's okay. So it was encouraged by the conspiracy theory. But why, Behzad? Can you explain this? I don't want you to explain the
The
sentence. No, I want you to explain the event, the incident that happened.
because I have read this news in other contexts, and some people believe that this coronavirus is not something real, and it is something related to the 5G technology, and because of that we nowadays we have the coronavirus spreading.
Very good. Very
And
good.
they think by destruction of these towers they can help to prevent the coronavirus.
Very good. Excellent. And what is the verb form of destruction?
Destruction, destroy.
Yes, very good. Destroy. So would you please read the next paragraph, Behzad?
Yeah. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Western Europe has seen increasing attacks against equipment and workers. And these attacks are plots to damage 5G towers, often linked to unsupported theories alleging a link between 5G and the virus, said a U.S. official familiar with the alert who spoke on the condition of anonymity because the advisory has not been finalized.
Yes, very good. So during the
There are some
COVID-19
words.
pandemic, you know this part, you understand this part, Western Europe has seen increasing attacks against equipment and workers. Equipment, you know the meaning of equipment,
Yes.
right? Can you give me a synonym for equipment?
Yeah.
A synonym for equipment.
Equipment means, maybe
Yes,
tools
Shirin, yes,
or
yes, that's correct. Tools. Equipment or tools, yes. This time Shirin cheated.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so attacks against equipment and workers, and these attacks are plots. What's the meaning of plot? Plots to damage 5G towers.
And these attacks are plots to damage 5G towers, often linked to I don't know, but I'm trying to guess. These attacks are
You can say it in Persian too.
plot.
You can say the meaning of plot in Persian too.
نمونه‌هایی است از آسیب به
No. Doesn't mean an example, no.
These attacks are plotting.
Also.
I can't hear you. What did you say, Shireen?
آثار یعنی پیامد.
No. Payomet is consequence, if you want to know the word. Consequence is payomet. Consequence, I said. And consequence. It's payomet. Consequence. The meaning is related to conspiracy theory too. To plot to do something.
Oh, yes, yes.
What's that?
Maybe it is a synonym to conspiracy.
Yes, very good, exactly. What's that in Persian?
Tar, tote.
Yes, tote. Because tar is, just neutral. But tote is negative. It's a secret plan.
Yeah.
When you plan to do something, secretly,
Yes.
it's a plot. Like you plot
Yeah.
against, I don't know, the manager. You have a secret plan to damage him, to demote him, to fire him or something. That's plotting.
Yes, very good.
Okay.
Very good.
It is workers plots to damage 5G towers, often linked to unsupported theories. Here, you see a reduced sentence. This is not the full sentence. What is the full sentence?
Yes. Often linked, which is often linked to unsupported.
Yes, which are, because attacks, that's plural, which are often linked. Yes.
Yes,
To
yes.
unsupported theories.
Which are often linked.
Yes. Alleging. And what does allege mean? Allege. And what is, but before you say that, what is the part of speech of allege? What is the part of speech?
Alleging, it's an infinitive, I think.
Okay. It's a verb. It's a verb. It's a verb.
It's a verb,
yes.
Yeah.
Again, it's a reduced clause again. It's not the whole sentence.
Yeah.
What is the whole sentence?
Which are often linked to unsupported theories that alleging theories alleging a link between I don't know, but I know the meaning of allege or allegedly. I have seen allegedly a lot in,
Yes, what's that in Persian?
news.
What is that in Persian?
Alleged. When, for example, I think something is true, but I'm not, and maybe I'm wrong. They say allegedly.
Yes.
For example, I claim that something is, for example, I claim or I think that is something, or my assumption is that it is correct, but
but it might not be correct, and it may be correct too. We don't know. Yes, exactly. You claim something. You claim that something is true, and an equivalent for it, a synonym. A synonym for allege in here would be apparently, but allege is a verb in here, and apparently there was an adverb. So alleging a link between 5G and the virus. They claim that there is a link between 5G and virus. But alleging here
and the virus.
Alleging here is shortened, actually. That is not the full sentence. What we see here is not the full sentence. What is the full sentence?
Which are often linked to unsupported theories that are alleging.
Yes, you could say that.
Maybe.
A link between 5G and a virus. Said a U.S. official familiar with the alert. Familiar with the alert. What is the structure here, Behzad?
To be familiar with something.
Yes, make a sentence, please. Make a sentence with that.
I try to be familiar with all kinds of accents in English.
Very good. Shirin, would you please make a sentence?
Yes. I'm not familiar with Australian culture.
Very good. Excellent. Now, Behzad, would you please make a sentence with allege as a verb?
Yes. I can say President Trump is alleging a conspiracy theory about Barack Obama in recent days.
You said alleging. Is that what you said? Would you please say your sentence again? President Trump?
Or I can say President Trump alleged about conspiracy theory.
No, alleged about conspiracy theory or?
No. Alleged conspiracy theory about Barack Obama's recent speech.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes, they usually say alleged that if you're using it like that. Alleged that, and then you say what they alleged. But that was correct too. Shirin, what about you? Can you make a sentence with that?
Alleged that.
You can make a sentence, Shirin, about sports. Use allege in sports. Something that's not proven, something that maybe some trainers claim, which has not been proven. You can talk about that. And based on that, you can make another sentence about your field of expertise.
Some trainers alleged that using supplements can be very useful for maybe athletes.
Yes, or can be very effective for athletes. Yes, very good. See, Shirin, he made the sentence for you. Okay. Can you make another sentence? Not you, Behzad, Shirin.
Some information alleged people in a wrong way.
No. Alleged that people? Is that what I heard? You said alleged people in a wrong way? Is that what you said?
Yes, but it's wrong.
Yes, it's wrong. It doesn't make sense.
Some people alleged that they can reduce your obesity with 10 session exercise.
10 sessions of exercise. Very good. A very good example. Excellent, Shirin. Very good. Okay. Of course, allege is usually used in formal contexts, okay? For such a thing like just saying that you can lose all your fat by 10 sessions of exercise, you can use the word claim. But you used it correctly. It wasn't wrong. I can't say it's wrong. It's not usually used in that context, but it was correct. Very good. So, the rest of the paragraph often linked to unsupported theories alleging a link between 5G and the virus. Said a US official familiar with the alert who spoke on the condition of anonymity. What does anonymity mean, Behzad? Anonymity.
Who speak on the condition of anonymity because the advisory has not been finalized.
Not sure.
Anonymity.
Anonymous. ناشناخته.
Anonymous.
Yes. So you know anonymous.
Anonymous.
Right? You know the word anonymous?
Anonymous is not enough.
Yes, ناشناس. Not ناشناخته. No, ناشناخته is different from ناشناس. Anonymous means you don't know who. It's about people. But when you say ناشناخته, it could be about a lot of things other than people too. So, for example, you quote something, you don't know who said it. And you said it's anonymous. Yes. It's anonymous. We don't know who said this. Yes. We don't know the person who said this. That's anonymous. Anonymity means what? Not being known. Means the person who
Yeah.
offered you this information doesn't want other people to know who they are. They don't say their names. That's anonymous. Like an anonymous
Yeah.
call. Someone calls you and informs you that there's danger in the office. I don't know. That's an anonymous call. You ask them who they are. They
Anonymous.
don't tell you who they are. They don't tell you their names. So they're anonymous. What is there's a structure in this sentence, Behzad. On
Yeah.
the condition of something. On the condition of
Yes.
something.
To speak on the condition of something.
Yeah, meaning what in English?
On the condition of something در وضعیتی که
No, not that. No, it doesn't have anything to do with condition. No. You must know conditional sentences, right? Conditional
yeah.
sentences. And when you translate conditional sentences in Persian, that is
شرطی جملات
yes.
شرطی.
So in here, condition doesn't mean situation. No. In here, condition means shart. On the condition of something, like on the condition of anonymity. Can you make a sentence with
Yeah.
that? We also have on the condition that. There are a lot of variations. For example, I tell you, Behzad Shirin, I will help you with this problem, but on the condition that you don't tell anyone. Or provided that you don't tell anyone. Also, sometimes they say providing that. So there are a lot of variations. On the condition of something, on the condition that, provided that, providing, etc. Can you make a sentence with that? Behzad, Shirin, you two, both of you.
Yeah.
Make it with on the condition that. Make it with in the condition that.
Yeah. I
Excuse me, what was that question?
I can let some of my conditions or some of my patients go home on the condition that their parents are alert and I mean
just that. Okay.
On the condition, their parents are alert and I don't know.
Just that is enough. That is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is enough. Very good. And what about you, Shirin? On the condition that?
Having a good having a good level of English language.
No, that's I don't think no. I don't think you're making a good sentence. Think about it more. Behzad, make another sentence with provided that. It means the same thing.
Yeah. We can decrease the limitations related to coronavirus, provided that all the people follow the rules.
Very good. Excellent. Now, Shirin, your turn.
On the condition of living in abroad is speaking speaking English very well.
That's not a correct sentence. On the condition that, Shirin, on the condition that in Persian is bishartike. Bishartike. See, your sentence is wrong. You can say you can live abroad on the condition that you know how to speak English. You can live abroad on the condition that you know how to speak English. And Shirin, we don't say in abroad. In abroad is wrong. Abroad only gets one preposition, and that is from. We say he lives abroad. We don't say in abroad. Okay? You can only say he comes from abroad.
Yes.
Okay? Only from. No other prepositions. So, on the condition that you can talk about sports again. Talk about losing weight. How can someone lose weight, in your opinion?
You can lose weight on the condition of
that.
On the condition that controlling your
no. You have to start the next sentence after on the condition that with a subject. On the condition that you speak English. On the condition that their parents know about it. On the condition that people pay attention to the rules. So, on the condition that
on the condition that eating less.
No. شیرین جان ببینید بعد از on the condition that شما باید یه جمله شروع کنید با یه subject، با یه نهاد یا فاعل شروع بشه. خب بگید که چه کسی میخواد چه کاری انجام بده. You eat less. You can lose weight on the condition that you eat less. You do exercises, etc. So make another sentence on the condition that.
You can learn English very well on the condition that you focus on your
sentences. Very good. Excellent. Yes, exactly. Very good. So, who spoke on the condition of anonymity because the advisory has not been finalized. Bezat, what does finalize mean? Finalize.
Finalized means to you know, to complete something or to to end something, I think.
Yes, to be.
It is a verb.
Yes, of course, it's a verb. What you said was correct. To complete something, to prepare a final draft and say, okay, that is the final plan. We're not going to change it. That is finalized. But tell me, what is the tense of this sentence, Behzad? Anonymity because the advisory has not been finalized. What is the tense of this sentence?
Present, passive present perfect.
Yes. And if you wanted to turn this sentence into an active present perfect sentence, what would that be?
The advisory has not been, because the advisory has not been finalized, they have not finalized the advisory.
Very good. Excellent. Exactly. Okay. Just one sentence from the next paragraph. Shirin, would you please read that?
5G is a next generation technology that features super fast connections expected to cover all sort of innovation, including self-driving cars, remote surgery, and smart cities.
Very good.
Large.
No, stop. That's enough. Okay. 5G is a next generation technology that features super fast connections expected to power all sorts of innovation, including self-driving cars, remote surgery. Shirin, not remote, no. They say remote in Persian, but that's not the correct pronunciation. Remote. Oh, remote surgery and smart cities. 5G is a next generation technology. Shirin, next generation. How do we say next generation in Persian? There's an equivalent for it. It's not a translation, just an equivalent. Very good. Excellent. Very good. 5G is the next generation. So in English, they don't say the new generation technology. They say next generation technology that features super fast connections. What does feature mean in here?
Feature. جنبه ها.
Yeah. See, that is in here, feature is a verb. It's not a noun. Yes, it means aspects as a noun, and as a verb, as you said, jambaha, you can say it in English too, to have some aspects, to have some characteristics. So when they say that 5G features something, it means that 5G has this. 5G, yes, shows this, has this, presents this, offers this.
Or introduce.
Yes.
Introduce.
Yes, exactly. 5G has this capability that's to connect all these devices through super fast connections, expected to power all sorts of innovation. Expected to power all sorts of innovation. This part is reduced. Can you tell me what the full sentence in here was?
Which are expected.
Which is expected, huh? Because the subject is 5G. 5G is expected to power all these. All sorts of innovation. And what is innovation, Shireen?
Yes.
Can you say the verb form of innovation? Yes, exactly.
Innovate.
You
Innovate.
Innovated is the past form. Innovate. You can say that in English. Shirin, don't say it in Persian unless I tell you, okay? Because that's very easy. You could say to make something new. Okay, the words that are difficult, a bit difficult, I ask you to say it in Persian. But this one was really easy, including self-driving cars, remote surgery, and smart cities. Do you have any questions about this sentence?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, thank you very much. See you next week.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.